Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. We are live, coming to you live Friday night. Friday night, Let's Paint TV. I'm your host, Mr. Let's Paint. Good to see you once again. And if you're not watching this live, then you're missing out on live content, streaming content. But that's entirely debatable. It's debatable if it's worthy, if it's worth your trouble to watch this live. But we are live, coming to you live. It's Friday night. Let's paint, and we're going to paint some more, and we're going to do some exercise, and we're going to take your calls at 818-528-4516. 818-528-4516. Let me get it all set up. We got a little setup, a factor going on here. Reading the chats. Not much going on in the chat room yet. We just got going here. Get a little going on here. Let's turn on the treadmill. Let's do that. Got to do that. All right, let's do that. Okay, that's one step. So a lot of times it's just little steps, little steps, stepping stones to get things going. All right, that's one step. Let me get my little knee braces on here. That's always good for my knees. All right, that's good too. That's a good thing. All right. Let me get my gloves on. Get that going on here. Last week we worked on this subway painting. I put a little more effort onto it today and the other day, and I figured we could just kind of give it a little more love while we're at it, since it's staring in front of me. It's right in front of me, so I figure, why not? I'm a big fan of killing more than one bird with one stone, kind of. That's an idiom, isn't it? Our book of idioms is coming out soon. I just got it. It's about ready to send to the printer. And I'm going to try to, I'm going to get a test going, and make sure that it looks kind of all fine and dandy before I send. If you did order one of the books, then you got one coming soon. But we're not ready to ship out yet, but we're going to send it out shortly. All right, let me get this treadmill up and running. 818-528-4516. It's Friday night. Okay. Press what? Press enter? Is that it? All right. Okay, here we go. That should do it. Okay. Wow. All right. I always say I should be on this all the time, and I'm not, because I'm inherently lazy. But I don't know why I should be lazy, because this is so great. This is so great. You're so great. You're so great. You're so great. Anyway, so the idioms are coming out. The book on idioms are coming out. I just kind of wrapping up the final little stuff, and then I'll do a test book, have that sent out, and then once I figure that out, then we'll be good. We'll be good to go. So that hopefully by the end of the month we'll have the books out for you. All right, 1.9 miles an hour Friday night. Let's Paint, brought to you by. We don't have any sponsors. That's always that'd be fun to have a sponsor. We could promote you, but I'm okay. I'm all right. The fact that we don't get too far ahead of ourselves, that we don't have a gigantic operation. I kind of feel like I excel in some ways. The fact that no one is really, besides the four of you watching this live, I somehow kind of, maybe I enjoy it in some ways. Or let's put it this way. I need to do it no matter what. I need to do it no matter what. So regardless of we have 4,000 people or 400,000 people watching us, of course, my delivery, my energy level would be far more what would probably be more on point, more together, or be a little more a little more crazed. Probably I'd probably be running like 7-8 miles an hour if that we had so many people watch. But it's nice. It's nice. It's actually, what I'm trying to say is it's nice. The community, guys, the small community that we have can be actually kind of nice. I mean, it is nice. It is. It's not kind of. It is nice. What am I saying? It is a nice thing to have. So I want to thank you all. Even if we are a small group, we are powerful, even though we feel somewhat left behind at times. And that's nature. That's a natural kind of phenomenon, to feel left behind and all. Don't let it stop you, people. It's not stopping me. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going. All right, Friday night, let's paint. I got my energy going here a little bit. I got a couple of beers waiting for me because it's Friday night. 2.1 miles an hour here. And you were getting more viewers when you were on Twitch, man. Oh, dude, don't get me trying to think that I'm trying to go back to Twitch. Don't start that Twitch shit. Stop that. All right, 818-528-4516. I'm not playing that game. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna get some paint on this canvas is what I'm gonna do. All right. First of all, it needs to get some more yellow paint. So let's stop the canvas, the treadmill here, and put some yellow paint down. Get some yellow. I need some white paint too, so let's get that going on here. Got some yellow, good amount of yellow, good. I got the blue. I got the, let's get some alizarin crimson going on there. That's probably what I need next, some alizarin crimson. Get that going on here. I guess I had enough, but I'll just put a little white and maybe some red. Let's get some red too. Oh, I know, yellow ochre. That's what I need, yellow ochre. There we go. 818-528-4516. It's Friday night. You know, I decided to do Friday night so that we get more people to watch the show, and we don't get any more viewers than we get on our regular 11 o'clock show. So I'm wondering, maybe I should just go back. Maybe I should just stop. I should just stop doing shows. That's what I got to do. How about that? I'm just going to quit. All right, some red. Get some red, okay. Get some red paint. Okay, we'll put some paint thinner. Get some paint thinner here. There. All right. Now, we got no more excuses. I've aired out all my issues, my complaints, my frustrations. I got my paints ready to go. And I got even a beer ready for me to sip. And it's Friday night, guys. Friday night. Yeah, it's a very interesting thing. Posting on Facebook, what are you talking about? Posting on Facebook, what do you mean posting on Facebook? What are you talking about, Eric? All right, we'll just wait. Let's wait for him to answer that. It'll take him about 10 minutes to answer, and we will just stop everything for Eric's answer. Are you talking about Facebook Live? Or just the fact that I'll post the link? I haven't posted the link onto Facebook right now, though I could. But apparently, there's not much traction just on YouTube by itself. That's a given. Found that same to be the same case. Oh, let's take a call. Hey, let's get a call here. Let's get a call here. Hello, caller. You're on Let's Paint TV. Hi.
Hey, what's going on? Eric J, John.
What's going on?
Hey, you used to post it on Facebook when you'd go on before, and I haven't seen you do that in a while. Your Friday shows. Or we used to do it for the daily shows too, I think. But yeah, either I'm not getting them, or who knows what's going on there. Come on, answer, John. What's going on, man? How you doing, brother?
Okay, I guess I'm not posting on those links. No, I guess I'm not. But I don't. That wasn't getting me, but maybe a couple of people watching. I got tired of doing it. I got tired. You get tired of doing all this social media stuff. Is the thing. That's what I'm tired of it, Eric. What you laughing about? What you laughing about? You know it's true. Man. You know it's true.
Absolutely. I know.
It's hard.
I know. So what's up, man? Are you painting tonight?
Yeah. I got my paints ready, and I put my paint down, and I'm reworking my subway painting. So,
oh, great, man.
So we're gonna get some.
I've been looking forward all day. No, I always look forward to Fridays, man.
Yeah. Why is that? Just because it's the weekend?
I don't know. You know, it's just like a totally different vibe than the morning shows.
Yeah. Well, it's because I usually have a few drinks going for the most part.
Yeah.
That has something to do with it, I think.
Yeah, no, totally. Right on.
Sweet.
You're talking about the book, right? You got the books coming out soon. I'm going to want a copy, John, but I want to personally get it from you so I could have you sign it for me.
All right, well, that's no problem. I can do that.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Hey, I heard Daniel Roenick's moving locations again. I was in that area this last week, and I was even thinking of stopping by. But I know you weren't there, and of course that would have been a bummer right there. But I didn't go by, and then I just kind of saw that he's moving.
Yeah.
That guy moves around a lot, but
yep.
I don't know.
Well, it's various reasons, but he's
that guy's such a good guy. That guy's such a good guy. I like that guy, John. You know, I know the type of person you are by the friends that you keep, man. And so far, all the friends that I've met through you have been just fabulous, man. It's like a hand in glove, you know?
Well, it's very nice to say that. I vet my friends.
Say that again. I'm sorry, John.
Yeah, that doesn't really It doesn't always the word vet. I vetted all my friends. Yeah, that means I made sure that they're good. You know, I got no skeletons in their garage or something.
Fantastic, man. Sounds good, man. No, I'm kind of drawing a blank. I started the partying too. I hope you get to those beers soon, kind of get to my level. But anyways, I won't hold you up, John. You're the best. You're awesome. You know me. I'm gonna meet you, man. I swear to it. I want to meet you. I got this antisocial thing going on inside me that I'm always battling, but I'm gonna meet you, sir.
I hear you. I mean, it's one thing. What I was saying, I started earlier. I said, look, I'm used to the fact that no one watches this show anymore, at least under this umbrella, the umbrella that I provide. I'm okay with it because it's a fight, people. You gotta fight.
You know, it fluctuates, John, because you've had nights where you've had nearly 40 people watching. That's on YouTube. That's actually pretty impressive because, you know, YouTube, that's kind of already burned out. But don't go to Twitch. I don't know. They give me viruses, John. But that's
Yeah,
not your fault, bro.
people come like 8-bit ass. It's like, yeah, man, you should go back to Twitch, and people go, yeah, Twitch, and I did not have good experience with Twitch. You know, at least here, I know what I'm getting, and that is no one watching.
You're a fool, John. You're the best. I won't hold you up. Thank you, my man. Happy
All right,
Friday.
take care, buddy. Take care.
Okay.
All right.
Man. Bye.
All right, Eric J. One day we're gonna meet. We'll meet in person, Eric. All right. Anyway, you're watching Let's Paint TV Friday night, where we make a point of trying to get back to what we're good at, and that is multitasking extravaganza to some degree. But I gotta say, there's maybe it again. It's I've been doing it for so long, it's hard to get that excited about it. All right, but when there, I don't know. It's like when you've done it before. It's like, how about what you know? I always think about this, like a rock star, and they got to keep playing those songs that they've played for the last 50 years, like the Rolling Stones and the Beatles. I mean, unless you die. Which half the Beatles are dead, aren't they? Or are all the Beatles dead except for the one, Paul McCartney, or the other guy, Ringo Starr, still around? And then the Stones are all there, right? They're still around, but they're all like 70 years old. Okay, anyway, my knee's kind of acting up. Already half a mile. Let me get back into this painting here. I don't know if you're seeing this painting. I don't know. My cameras aren't. Nothing's. Really always we're not really whatever. Anyway, it'd be nice. I gotta say though, I say that I don't care about the viewers, but I would be nice to have a lot of viewers, and I know I can handle a lot of viewers. I am trained. I am polished. I can handle it. So bring it on. But the spigot has not been opened. It's not the button has not been opened, and it's my fault in the sense that I'm not talking about social media and promoting myself. I am not doing the best job. We could easily have I'd say another 5 people watching the show right now if I hit the button and told people over on Facebook I was here live. But it gets tiresome. It gets tiresome. It's not enough. It's not enough for me to bother. So I'm just going to go in my shell and disappear. Of course not. Now I'm going to keep coming, baby. Every day, Monday through Friday, which is not every day. And that's what we do. Let's Paint TV. It's in the art world, they call it durational. This is called durational. It doesn't matter. In fact, you think about it. I got 5 people watching. This is pretty good. I mean, for an art show or a performance, like a theater performance. You know, have you ever been to a performance? If you're an actor or something, and you go to a small theater and there's only like 2 people watching? Yeah. So this is pretty good. We're doing all right, guys. We're doing all right. Don't sweat it. Or no, actually, you want to sweat it. All right, a 0.55. We're gonna try to get a little sweat going on here, and then get some paint, and then take your calls. It's Friday night. Let's paint. Thanks again for being here. And if you're watching this as a rerun, you are missing out on the live show every Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can call in 818-528-4516. By the way, don't try calling that number when the show's not on, because I'm not picking it up. I'll just let you know, all right? All right, so we got to be live, and I'll pick up the number. All right, my knees kind of subsided, and maybe it's because I slowed down. You know, a lot of times you just got to take it easy. Let's go back to this painting here. And I gotta say, I don't know always what I'm supposed to be doing as an artist, or what I'm trying to do as an artist, where to go as an artist. And each painting sometimes gets me in that questioning phase. And you know, one of my favorite quotes is from an artist or two that I've heard, or at least somewhere in the spheres of thought, and what art or painting is all about, and that is, the person says that they don't even know how to paint, and that's why they keep coming back to it. And there's a lot to be said about that. If you figure it out, if you figure out how to paint, you figure out how to make art, you might as well move on. You should probably just move on, and most of you do. You move on and you become doctors. You take on some other kind of role. You don't stay with it. If it's always a struggle, that's a good sign. That's a good sign, because that means that you're going to battle with it. Because battling, my friends, is where the creativity can be. It's the fight or flight, fight or flight. But if you can keep that in your repertoire, you'll be better off in the long run. Keep going, people. As we like to say here, 818-528-4516 is the number. It's Friday night. Let's paint. We're getting some painting going on here, I guess. 0.68 of a mile. Got a nice little cozy walkthrough of a 2.8 miles at the moment. Let me see if I can get a bigger brush going on here or not. Maybe I'll just move on to a smaller brush. Having some issues with this painting. Like I said, I almost feel like I have forgotten how to paint, but that's all right. That's an okay feeling. It's understandable. It can be. It's not for everyone. It's not the route you might want to take as an artist. You might want to have more control of what you're up to and how to go about business. But this is, as with all forms of art, valid. You're valid no matter how you go about it. So all the power to you. Keep the power. Fight the power. Fight the power, people. Keep going. Regardless of whatever incarnation of thought that you have devised, that you have conjured up, whatever thoughts you have, whatever you've been sort of dictated to, keep doing it, people. However, you want to possibly reconsider, keep that option available to reconsider your operations, your MO within the creative force field, because I believe that more times than not we got ripped off. Your creativity has been ripped off. You've been ripped off from really your true self-worth. In terms of what you can do as an artist, and I question it myself. I'm still working at it, but I see it all the time. Now maybe this is too deep. Maybe this is too deep of a thought. Too much. We're kind of going too. I'm going down too far down, and I'm bringing it down. I'm bringing down the funk. That's all right though. It's all right to kind of question stuff and reconsider. That makes you a human being, people. You are not a machine. So question stuff, question life, question your existence. What's it all about? Alfie, hey, give us a call, 818-528-4516. Is that all there is? Is that all there is? Well then, let's keep dancing. Da 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 da. Keep. All right. All right. Give us a call, 818-528-4516. 2.8 miles. Taking the calls. Working on this painting. I like the energy though. The energy's going good with this, so I like that feeling. A little give and take is what it's about sometimes. That's really what sometimes a painting can be is about the give and takes. And when we're definitely giving it and taking it, though it is not necessarily always an understandable existence. It's not always, don't always know what the heck. I don't. And I still am trying to figure it out. But that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to tell you guys, don't give up the fight. Don't give up hope. And don't give up on your creativity just because it ain't working for you. That's part of the participle. The part and participle of it all. That is part of the equation. The fact that it doesn't always work. The fact that things don't always work out. It's the battle. It's a good battle, people. It's a battle. Creativity is a battle. Love is a battlefield. Dun, dun, dun. Something like that, right? There's a song like that, right? Well, creativity is a battlefield, but it's a good battlefield. It can be frustrating. It can be exuberating, but it's also frustrating maybe more times than not. But don't let that stop you. Don't let it stop you. Don't let it stop you. Don't let it stop you. It's all right, people. It's all right. All right, we're coming close to a mile, 0.93 miles here. Gain that energy, gain kind of the bubbling sensations. Trying to get you guys excited about doing something. All right, and we're just going to keep somehow making mistakes here and also making some kind of move at the same time. Making the moves, back and forth we go. All right. Don't sweat it. Even though we are sweating, but don't. I guess don't sweat your head. I don't know. Metaphorically or figuratively, don't worry about it as much as you go on with it. Carry on, people. Carry on. Keep trying, people. Keep trying. Give us a call, 818-528-4516. 818-528-4516. Grass Feeding says, paint like it owes you money. Okay, I'll have to think about that one. Soundboy Eric says, crazy cardio, crazy creativity. I love it. Yes. Cardio, I mean, your soul, your body is your soul is part of the body that that you've been given, or maybe you asked for it. Who knows? I don't know. You don't know how that works, but somehow your mind and your soul is, I do believe, somehow connected to the body, right? And so let's make the body move it. And by virtue of the movement, it helps percolate the bubblicious bubbles, the endorphins that one it can partake in. It adds to the partaking, parcheesi, the pathogens, the good pathogens, the positive ions or negative ions, whichever. I think it's the negative ions are the bad ones. Whatever it is, it feels good, baby. It feels good to get some exercise and get it going here, baby. Get it going. Get it going. Sir Lucas says that I look tired. I'm feeling good though. I'm feeling good. I might be tired. I might be tired of life. I might be tired of doing this show since 2001, but I keep doing it because I feel effervescent. I feel effervescent and I feel happy, and I enjoy the fact, I love the fact that we are touching you guys in a warm, fuzzy way, warm, fuzzy feeling. We're encouraging you, and it makes me feel good. So I keep going, even if I am tired, and tired of it all, tired of life, tired of living. All right, 160 calories have been burned, people. 1 mile, 0.9. Halfway there, show at the bottom of the hour exactly. There we go. Sir Lucas was born in 2001. Fantastic. All right, let's just go back and forth with this painting. Maybe try to make some moves here. If not, try to jog the memory. Jog the memory. Trying to jog the memory. Is it called jog the memory? How do you jog the memory? Well, you jog it by running on a treadmill. I guess that's how you jog a memory. I don't know. Just an interesting thought there. And that's what happens when you're running. Thoughts come to your head a little quicker. All right, let's put a face there. Get a little face. This is inside of a Subway, guys. It's the energy of the Subway is intoxicating. And if you let your head get to you, if you let it get to you, it could be toxic in a bad way, but also it could also be just invigorating and a beautiful thing all around. All the lovely people, where do they all come from? All right, give us a call. We got 14. Well, we had a lot of people there coming on in. Don't disappear now. Tell your friends. It's Friday night. Let's paint. I'm Mr. Let's Paint. We're doing some painting. We're getting some exercise in here. Taking calls at 818-528-4516. 818-528-4516. All right, let's keep on going with the painting here. Just kind of back and forth we go with the paint. Maybe making some decisions, maybe not. Maybe we're wrecking it. It's okay. You can be the wrecking crew. It's okay. We don't have to make a masterpiece. We just have to keep going and not worry about it. What are you gonna do? What are they gonna put on your tombstone? Does it matter? As far as I'm concerned, there won't be no tombstone for me. I'm gonna become just a bunch of ashes. You could just throw me out into the ocean or whatever. Flush me down the toilet. I don't care. I'll be gone, baby. I'll be gone. As we all will. All right, 818-528-4516 is the number. That is the number. That will take us. That will take you directly to me. Eric, boy, sound boy Eric is gonna snort me. Okay, you can snort me all you want. I don't care. I'll be gone. I'll be gone, people. Once you're gone, you're gone. You ain't coming back. All right. Though I would like to see those people that have their heads cut off or their whole bodies immersed in one of those freezer tank things. I want to see them come to life. Wouldn't that be kind of fun to see them come to life? That'd be so crazy. I want to see it. All right. Anyway. Whew. All right. Where do you buy fruit when you make blended drinks? Where do you buy fruit? Well, that's a great question. So many great questions. You go to the grocery store. That's basically it. Or if you're fortunate, you can pick up some fruit just from the trees themselves. That's always a good thing. All right. Great questions. A lot of great questions in the chat room. And feel free to call us at 818-528-4516. 1.28 miles. getting some energy, getting the energy flow going on this painting, for good or for bad. I gotta say, I'm not that. The verdict is out. Don't let the verdict be out. Let the verdict be out. Don't let it. Yeah. Encapsulate, whatever. Encapsulate. Don't let it control your every move. Move on. .org. Move with the go with it is what I'm trying to say, and maybe something comes of it. A little, maybe something maybe you didn't quite understand before. So that's why you got to go. You got to go past the troubles that you may find in this force field, the creativity force field. Move on. Move through those troubles. And maybe there's something to discover. Maybe there's something that you can find by doing just that. A lot of times, that is life, people. A lot of times in life, we get stuck, and we can't move on. We can't let time heal, and make the decisions for us. We want to make the decisions now and make concrete decisions. Okay. How much do your paintings cost? Well, you go to my website, letspainttv.com, and you can check out my shop link. There's plenty of variable price ranges there. I don't want to get into that. Just go check that out. Letspainttv.com. Whew. All right, 200 calories here. 1.38 miles. Getting a good sweat going on here. Whoa, I'm going to start walking. Whoa. All right. Wow. All right. So let's see if we can kind of figure some of this stuff out here, or not. Like I said, it's not imperative that we figure anything out. Sometimes you're better off ruining it, and maybe then you can figure out what you want to make right, or figure out to your advantage, make it work for you. It's not always a one size fit all kind of operation. It doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be. Your creativity is a unique operation. Whew. All right. Oh yeah. Another quick question. Are you a performance artist? I mean, I'm not really into the labels. I guess I could be considered one, but I'm not. The reason why I wouldn't say I am is I think to be considered a performance artist, you need to be armed with all the baggage of past performance art. And I don't play that game. I could care less about that stuff. So because of that, I don't feel like I'm a performance artist. No. But people could put that label on you. But I don't operate with art history, performance art baggage. And so because as such, I don't offer any glimpses into of that past, so I don't feel part of it. However, by just saying that and just by being who I am, I inadvertently am part of it. So, great question. All right, 818-528-4516. All right, that's 1.5 miles an hour. Just kind of walk. Doing a little walk, maybe a little water, maybe some water. Probably, man cannot just drink beer all day. You got to have some water, and particularly if you're exercising. So it's probably better I drink some water. Ooh. All right, good. I'm glad we got 11 people watching. By the way, Friday night, Let's Paint. Got a lot of stuff coming up in the future, though nothing really locked down, but we got some fun things coming up that will bound to happen regardless if there's any collaboration with any other outside entities, which as you well know, I am available to do just that. We just came back from New York City and spent a week there doing performances, and that was fun. So we're always looking for new venues and new places to be and to be seen, to perform and be seen. So if you're just if you're out there, you have a venue, make sure you contact me at there. Find my links there at letspainttv.com. I can do engagement portraits, of course. Yes. Speaking of which, someone bought one, and then I don't think I ever they never the person. The couple never came through, and I never painted their portrait, which is weird. All right. Yeah, I do it all, baby. I do it all. I guess I am kind of somewhat of a hack of sorts. But nevertheless, it all works out somehow, and I guess you know, you can look at it as such as that. But at the same time, part of me is thinking of it. Well, that this is a survivability. This is a job. Sometimes I don't realize. You know, I realize this is art, and yet it's also a job. It's actually a job. This is like joining the military is like being an artist. No, it is actually not. Not at all. Hey, let's take a call here. In fact, I have a video. You look on my YouTube, I have a video called Art is Not the Army. Look it up. Hello, caller. You're on Let's Paint TV Friday night. What's going on?
Sounding pretty busy around there. Hey, John, it's Graham.
What's up, Graham?
Not much. I rarely catch you on a Friday, but looks like you're, you know, doing the walk on the treadmill, talking the talk, shooting the you-know-what, and painting. So I'm just letting you know I'm sitting here and watching.
All right. Thanks. Thanks for
all the best. I'm looking forward to the book. Hopefully that finishes up soon.
Yes. It's I'm gonna send out I'll be sending out a test to make sure that it, you know, get it back from the publisher, and then when hopefully that there's no issues with that or whatever, and then I'll be able to buy them all, because I have to buy about 20 or so. People ordered that many, so I want to be I want to make I don't have to whatever. Okay.
Well, very excited, John. I'll talk to you.
All right, Graham. Thanks for calling, buddy. All right. You want to call the program? You can. 818-528-4516. Do I do murals? No, I do not do murals. I don't do murals. That's the one thing I don't do as an artist. I am kind of a jack of all trades, but I will not do murals. That's beside me or beneath me. I'm above it. No, it's just never I got into doing it, and then for various other reasons, I won't do murals. I don't think it's really my cup of tea. All right. Without me belittling muralist, by no means. But it does sound as if I just did that. But by no means is that the case. Speaking of muralists, some great muralists of the WPA. That's where that was the big deal, muralist, and not that this guy was anything more than an asshole in real life, but the Thomas Hart Benton murals are pretty cool, and I saw some of his paintings that were kind of quasi murals in themselves there at the Museum of Modern Art. Museum of Modern Art. Can I call you Skype? I'm in New Zealand. Yes, you can. Yeah, you can do that. If you want, my Skype number is Let's Paint TV. That's my number, Let's Paint TV. I don't advertise it because we get too many bullshit callers coming in But since you seem to be somewhat legitimate, you can call in at Let's Paint TV, and I think I can pick it up. I believe. Little did you know that I taught Daniel Johnston how to draw. Is that right? I didn't know that. Is that right? I'm not certain if you're just pulling my leg on that one. 264 calories. Oh boy. Let's what are we doing with miles? 1.78 miles. Getting a good sweat. My goodness. Whew. Let's drink some more water. Here we go. Let's take this Skype request. I believe we can do that. How do we do that? Accept. I might regret this, but we can always delete it. All right, give me a call there, buddy. All right. Ooh. Okay, back to the painting. Back to the painting we go. What I'm trying to capture is, in a way, what's kind of nice about being on the treadmill is it is almost like you are on, I like the connection between you're on the treadmill as if you're on a busy subway, you know, and the train moves back and forth. I'll tell you what, in fact, I was on a couple of trains and you'd go in the tunnel and stuff, and various tunnels, and you feel like it's gonna crash. It just didn't seem safe, man. Didn't seem safe at all. Yeah, call me, man, call me. Let's Paint TV is my name. Yeah, no, you're gonna have to call my Let's Paint TV. That's my Skype name, Lucas, Sir Lucas. If you can figure this out. Graham figured it out. Just contact request Let's Paint TV and I'll pick you up, buddy. If you got a Skype, you can do that. All right, it's top secret though. I don't promote it because, like I said, we get too many bullshit calls coming in. So there you go. Okay, let me try to figure this out. What? That's this. Okay, so if that's that, then that's really this. See, I had it all. It's up higher. Higher and higher.
Hello, Charlie Kilduff. This is Satan. I command you to run for 666 miles. Anyway.
Thank you.
I'm really liking this painting so far. You guys a sort of metallic tank to it. It really brings out the humans. And I see this guy sitting here. He needs like a hat or something. Maybe a pipe. Well, people don't smoke pipes anymore.
He's reading a book. He's reading a book. He's reading a book.
Yep.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's coming along. What I like is, like I said, there's an energy force field because I am on the treadmill now. I'm just kind of walking right now, but it almost feels as if I'm on the train itself, you know, standing.
Yeah, yesterday I called in. You were talking about how you wanted to actually be on the subway and draw there.
Yes.
But, you know, you said it'd be messy and whatnot.
Yes.
Fascinating. I saw this one. It was just an abstraction. I'm glad to see it coming together, you know.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, it is kind of exciting, and yet it's hard to get excited sometimes. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Sometimes it's hard to get motivated, particularly in the creative process, and because it seems overwhelming. It can be overwhelming. What we're trying to do, you know, what you're trying to do, and so just carry on, you know.
Yeah, you shouldn't burden yourself with so many projects at a time. You know, your mind wanders. You work on 2, 3, 4 paintings at a time. And I guess that's your style, but you know, take it easy, my man.
Well, there's benefits, and there's a benefit for all aspects of operations, and so when you're doing it all at once, you free yourself from the maybe tunnel vision of the creative process that could happen, you know, because you become more controlling about the situation. Whereas if you do have a few things going on at once, you can really open up more possible. You possibly can open up another level of thought and progression that is not available necessarily when you are again just working on one idea at a time. But it's you know, half a dozen this, half a dozen that. So it's not always a signed, sealed, delivered kind of directive, whatever. It is always always a bone of contention. It's always a lot of variables. So yeah.
Well, man, I like how your subway's coming along. You know, that pink and that red really fucking pops out on the metallic background. But I'm gonna let you go, so you have a good show.
All right. Well, thanks so much for calling, buddy.
Yep. Love you, John.
All right. And we still got just a few more minutes left here, guys. 818-528-4516 is the number. It's Friday night. Let's paint. We're still working on our subway painting, and like I said, I'm really buying in to. And it takes a while to get going, doesn't it? You know, sometimes it takes a while to get started. And we're definitely getting started, and we're going to have to say goodbye at the top of the hour. But nevertheless, oh, we already at 2 miles. Fantastic. We just did 2 miles. Let me slow it down. Oh, man. Oh. Okay. Yes, Taylor says some fluorescent lights. It's a good idea. You know what I did actually is I did take a photo. So I just kind of an idea of what happened here. Oh, let's take a call here. Take another call on the program. Hello, caller. You're on Let's Paint TV Friday night. What's going on?
Hi, John. My name is Amanda, and I'm calling in. I'm watching with my boyfriend Taylor, and we're big fans of your show.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much. Where are you calling from?
From New Jersey.
New Jersey. I was just there.
Well, you shouldn't have left. We'd love to see you, but we do have a question.
Yeah.
We watched a lot of your old shows where you would do like a lot of stuff like blend drinks and make pancakes and stuff.
Yes.
Have you thought about bringing some of that stuff back?
Oh yeah, no, I do that. It's just I'm lazy, and since I do, yeah, it's true. I'm lazy, and I've been doing this for Let's Paint TV since 2001. You know, you just kind of. It's not that I don't bring it back. I just, on special occasions or when I do a live performance, I'll do it. I'll do the cooking, and but because I do this show every day, I just don't do a lot of cooking because it's kind of messy and stuff, and it's just you run out of cooking ideas and stuff. So, but no, definitely, yeah, we still do it. We still do it all.
Well, I think you should try and do some cooking with like some fire and some, you know, Cherry's Jubilee or something like that.
That'd be fun. Yeah. It's endless. The cooking part is no doubt is sort of not being shown too much when I do my internet live shows out of my backyard, my whatever, and that's because you know, a good excuse is that I'm lazy, and also it's kind of messy, and if I'm to do it every day, blah blah blah. So I just kind of don't do it as much. But I definitely when I'm called upon, when I'm asked to do it, I definitely do it.
Well, we look forward to seeing one of those shows again.
Okay.
But we really enjoy watching you.
Well,
and we think you're doing something really cool, and it's really positive, and
thank you.
You know, thanks for doing what you do.
Well, I might. You know, I had when I was doing the Friday nights. When I started doing that, I was doing more cooking, and then I get tired of the cooking because, like I said, it's messy and stuff, and then I got to clean it up, and so. Anyway, so but I am meaning, and I'm always meaning to do more cooking along with the whole, you know, the whole 3-ring circus. So stay tuned. There will be some more exciting stuff ahead.
Well, we're looking forward to it for sure.
All right. Where in New Jersey are you at?
We're in Flemington.
Okay, I was in Jersey City.
All right, so you're just on the other side of the state.
Oh, okay. So you're on the other side. Okay. So are you down closer to Philadelphia? River. You're closer to Philadelphia then.
Yeah, about an hour away.
Oh, okay. Well, fantastic. All right. Well, thanks for calling.
Thank you for having us on your show.
Oh, you got it.
Have a great night.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay. And actually, this painting, being of the subway, is from my travels there to New York and New Jersey earlier this month, or last month actually. Now it's last month. Now we're in June, July that is, and this is the subway. A combination New York subway, but also the path, which is the New York, New Jersey, whatever. Okay, let's take a call here. Another call here. Hello, caller. You're on Let's Paint TV. Hello.
Hello.
In combination, New York subway, but also
You got to turn down the radio. Turn down the radio.
New York, New Jersey.
Hold on a second.
Okay, let's take a call here. Let's call here.
Yeah, there's a delay, so you got to turn down the volume.
Okay. Hi.
How you doing? How you doing? What's going on?
I'm Nick from New Jersey. I was just watching. You had someone else from New Jersey on?
Yeah. We had someone from New Jersey. They were I forget what town, but they were in another part of
Flemington. We're right by Flemington. We're in something like Somerville, Bridgewater.
Nice.
Well, what are you painting? We just tuned in. What is it that you were painting?
This is a subway. Probably the R. I'm thinking it's the R line in New York City. I'm imagining.
Very cool.
So we're inside it right now. It's based on a little sketch. I got a little sketch that I did from the subway when I was there, and so I got a few of them that I wanted to do. So that's what I'm doing right now, trying to give it some color and some energy. So what's going on? What's happening, guys?
Well, we're just all hanging out watching your show, and it's pretty cool. We set up a jacuzzi in my backyard. It's pretty neat. With a blow-up jacuzzi.
Nice. Wow.
And yeah, we just like your show. It's pretty cool.
Oh well, cool. Well, we're here all the time, for the most part. Have you watched it before, or just kind of stumbled upon it?
Yeah, we watched it before, but we weren't even sure if it was really live, so we were just calling to see if it was really live and stuff, and it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, this is live. Every Friday night, we're here at 6 East, Western, Pacific, and 9 West, Eastern, whatever. And then during the week, we're also, during the daytime, 2 Eastern, Monday through Thursday, but then on Friday, we go later.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll let you get back to painting. Thanks for talking.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for calling, buddy. Enjoy your jacuzzi.
Yes, we will. Thank you.
All right.
You have.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I'm assuming he said I was going to have a great night or something. Okay. 818-528-4516. We're coming to the top of the hour. I might go a little longer because we got some energy flow, and I keep working on the painting and stuff like that, and so there ain't nothing wrong with that, Jack. It's hard to get started sometimes, and once you get started, though, it's actually kind of a fun. It can be fun, but like I said, it's not always. It's always can be also a little frustrating to some degree. So don't fret. Just keep on going, and keep on trying, and a little back and forth can go a long ways, is what I'm trying to say. Hang in there, people. Hang in there if you can. All right, these are the little poles. I'm sure people have done like pole dancing, right, on those poles. I'm sure they've done that, right? That would make sense. Whew. All right, just coming to the top of the hour, guys. We'll stay a little longer. What the heck? 340 calories have been burned, and 2.33 miles. All right, let's slow it down. Let me get a little beer. I ran out of water, so I'm gonna have to drink beer, I suppose. Whew. Feeling it, baby. Feeling it. Whoa. Yeah. Soundboy Eric says poles dancing. That's racist. Yeah, if you heard it in such, if you took it that way, then yes, I guess so. Poles, they played soccer the other day. Yesterday, I watched it. They lost though. They lost to Portugal. Portugal beat them. All right, 818-528-4516. They had one of the players on the reason why I remember that is because one of the star players on the Polish team is his last name was Lewandowski or something like that. Like he's like the same guy that was the campaign manager for Donald Trump. Okay, 818-528-4516. I don't know if it was the same spelling. I think it was. All right. I'm gonna stop running. 2.333 miles. We did it. We did a whole hour of running, and we burned 2.38 miles, and a total of something. And just kind of recap today. 348 calories burned. Just to recap. Okay, let's take this call. Let's do this. Someone wants to try to talk to us. Okay, let's go back and take your call. Sir, somebody. Give me a call from New Zealand. It must be early in the morning over there. Oh. But, Eric called in earlier. I don't know if you're still watching, Eric. And I was complaining like, no one's watching, and that's all right. Or not, or I'm getting, kind of not motivated because I feel like, well, I would be far more motivated if we had more people watching, blah, blah, blah. And, kind of tired of the whole trying to get more people to watch via internet and social media and, sending your link to Facebook and Twitter. And it's so much work, and it's such a, all right, well, all right, call me. All right, Lucas, give me a call. We're friends now on Let's Paint TV. Give me a call, buddy. And, you damned if you do, damned if you don't. But you still, regardless of what you do and what you don't do, you still want to keep on trying. You still want to keep on trying and keep on fighting. And find exuberation and excitement one way or the other. And I think today's show stands true to that, in the sense of that we maybe had reservations and even thought about quitting, even though I'm not going to quit. But we get tired. You get tired of doing it all the time. I'm a niche. Yes. Hey, Soundboy Eric. It's better to be a niche than a bitch. And that's fine with me. No, look, art and the teaching of art is not. All right, let's talk to Sir Lucas. Hey, what's up, Sir Lucas? What's going on, man? You there? Lucas is coming all the way from New Zealand, giving us a call. He's having some technical difficulties, it looks like. I'll give you a few more seconds there. We can barely hear you, Lucas.
How do you become an artist?
Okay, there you go. I hear you. What's that? What's the question?
How do you become an artist?
Yeah. How did I become an artist?
Yeah.
I went to art school.
Yeah, I want to become an artist. How?
Go take art classes.
Okay, thanks. I really enjoyed the stream. I just found it today.
Sweet. Yeah, subscribe, whatever you got to do. I'm here all the time, buddy.
Thanks. Bye.
Are you in Auckland?
I'm in Wellington.
Wellington?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, there he goes, Sir Lucas. Sir Lucas, all the way from New Zealand, Wellington. One day I'd like to go out there. That'd be kind of fun. Been to Australia, so got to go to New Zealand one of these days. Yeah, it's a niche for sure. But it's good. It's good. It's good to be a niche. It is true, though. Lucas, I'm not trying to be a bitch. No, I'm not trying to be a jerk with that answer. It is somewhat vital on many levels to take art classes to help you out with your art making experience and development. Now it's a big battle of what art classes and where should you take them, blah blah blah. But you just need to take a whole bunch of them. You need to take a whole bunch of them because you don't know which one is going to inspire you more. Because there's going to be a few duds, Lucas. Yeah, there's going to be a few dud classes. There's going to be a few teachers that are going to be assholes. You're not going to jive with them. You're going to hate them. And all that, and you can still learn. The thing is, you can still learn from that, from the fact that you can't stand this particular teacher who's trying to get you to do certain things. You still learn. I perfect case in point for me. I took a life drawing class from this particular, an art school. And the guy hated me, I hated him. He was a jerk, all that. And he promptly gave me a D, which is like next to failing. And yet, in the end, I learned a lot from him. So there you go. Learned how to draw, in a sense. So don't fret. Whatever the class is, even though the class might suck, it could be somewhat beneficial to you in some ways. It's hard to know that, though. Anyway, I think that this painting, like I said, there's something to it in terms of the fact that I had been running and painting it. I'm obviously not running anymore. But I should probably, actually. That line, I probably want to go straighter on that line. Yeah, I am kind of I become selfish, and one should in your creativity. At some point, you're doing it for everyone, blah blah blah, in some ways, but also you also want to make a good painting, or I'm interested in making a good painting, an interesting painting. I don't know if I ever achieve it. I don't know if I ever will, blah blah blah. But I'm always interested. I'm always trying for that. But I think I got to say, we are deceived into thinking that a great painting or a good painting is only limited to forms of perfection that are not. That's just not true. That's just not true. I mean, after all, we have had a whole period of abstraction and expressionism that to think that one can't incorporate that kind of energy into a painting to make a good painting, and to think that only representational forms, that's just a novice viewpoint. That's all. That's just that's because we're just not that knowledgeable. But if you were to look at art history, which I try to stay away from, you will discover that there's plenty of opportunity and possibilities out there. All right, I don't know what to do with this. All right, time is up here, guys. Soundboy Eric's got the quote of the night. And that is, you live longer if you call yourself a shit painter. And I think there's something to it. There is some, I believe, Bongo says, was that Clayburger? No, I never had him. Bongo went to school with me. Yeah, no, I never had him. No. I don't want to out the person. I don't want to. I'll tell you who it is. I mean, I'll give you a hint. The guy wore glasses in the life drawing. While there was a nude model, he was wearing glasses to shade his eye. I thought it was really creepy. But I actually ended up learning stuff from him, even though I couldn't. I didn't really. It's not that I didn't mind him. I guess I couldn't stand him because he gave me a D. So he couldn't stand me. You know, that's what happens. Are you one? I'm kind of one to not like somebody because they don't like me more than, I'm not the instigator usually in terms of the not liking, but if they don't like me, then I'm inclined to not like them. I think that's a good way to go, guys. But like I said, in the long run, I learned a lot from the guys. So. All right, Lucas. Glad you're watching the show. Glad you're hanging out with us. We'll be back again next Friday. It looks like, I guess, unless something else happens or not. I have a problem with painting, though, in the sense of that I don't know if I want to finish it. I mean, I kind of want to finish the painting, and yet I'm kind of afraid to finish the painting. Anyway, I'll deal with that. I see what I can do. I see stuff I can do. Anyway, I'll have to deal with that. Okay, well, anyway, it's however you found me, Lucas, is I'll be on again next week at that time, and then during the week I'm also on at probably at a better time slot. But what would that be for you? If I'm on at 6 and then about 7 hours difference. If you went back 7 hours, we're on Monday through Thursday, whatever that is. On here in Los Angeles, we'll just go Los Angeles time. I'm in Los Angeles, so my show is Los Angeles time or Pacific time or whatever you want to call it, Pacific Coast time, whatever, Standard Time, PST. But I don't know how you guys deal with that. You guys probably deal with it differently. Greenwich Mean Time. I don't know what Greenwich. I think it's 7. Oh, that's during the show in the morning. I think it's 7 or 8 Greenwich Mean Time, I believe. I think it changes. I'm not terribly sure. Because I don't know if Greenwich Mean Time works for when you are dealing with daylight savings time, if that has any effect, and I think it might. We got 19 people watching. We got the most people watching now. When I was running and painting and yelling and screaming, there was only like 5 people. Now I'm just hanging out doing nothing. I always find that to be crazy. But that's a good number. That's a good number. I'll take it. I'll take the 19, guys. And if you want to call in, you got questions about painting, exercise, the painting you're watching right now. We got people in New Jersey in their jacuzzi, their blow-up jacuzzi, watching the show. Probably they moved on to watch something else, I would imagine. But maybe they're still watching. We got Lucas out there in Wellington. New Zealand. Do you play rugby, Lucas? I remember as a kid I had a all blacks rugby jersey I would wear. Yeah, more people come in. I think they just kind of, it's sort of, they just sort of show up because they see some sort of movement. The problem with YouTube Live is that they don't really have a good clearinghouse in terms of what's going on in the live operations. That's always been my complaint. They could easily make that a better avenue and kick everyone's ass. They could kick some serious live streaming portal ass if they put a little more effort in that. What, you play hockey? And you're from South Africa? You guys play hockey? I could post on Twitch as well. I don't understand. I gotta say, maybe one day I'll go back to Twitch. I'm not, even though I'm bagging on it, I'm just not there in terms of working with them. I even had someone contact me who works at Twitch, and then I called them back, and then they didn't even get back to me. So it just shows you there's no one cares about the live streaming portal. There's no money in the live streaming portal. No one gives a crap again about live streaming, and there's no money to be made, particularly with a niche, as someone mentioned about what we offer here. It is a niche. I was gonna say, yeah, art is a niche, but it shouldn't be. It doesn't have to be. But in terms of for the viewership, for viewers to watch, it's not the most entertaining operation because it's usually a very boring kind of deal. I'm too far ahead of the game, yeah? I'm still here. Like I said, Twitch could be good, maybe. I tried it, it didn't work. And I'm doing this. This works. We don't get a lot of viewers, but it works. Get a lot of viewing, varying viewpoints. Soundboy Eric says, if I were to commercialize with a format like Twitch, the show might suffer. See, who knows? I'm game for anything that's out there. Let me just say this: I am, and have been, doing what I've been doing for a number of years. Like it or hate it, it's a pretty well polished operation, and I deliver the goods. Or I could. Maybe I don't honestly do it. I should be cooking, right? No. Now this is fine. It's fine right here. You can donate right now. By the way, you can donate and help support this show. There's a donate button right here. You can do that. No one's done that. But you can also, I have a setup with patreon.com/letspainttv, and you can donate even, I have it set up for even $1 a month, and I'll put you in the, I'll put you on the credits. Yeah, I'm like fetish porn. I'll never be mainstream, but those of you who enjoy it will go out of our way to watch it. Exactly. It could be mainstream. I mean, look, it's in this format, maybe not necessarily going to be the case, but definitely it is a possibility. I mean, I have feelers. I get calls. I get emails. So it's not like what I do is not being appreciated or there's any non-interest in what I'm doing. But it is truth. It is a niche. But I do deliver it when asked. I don't think I deliver it, honestly, on my own in the format that I offer each and every day, all the time. I do drag my ass quite a bit. But that's because I've been doing the show all the time and I don't have any help. And that's mainly why I drag my ass. But I keep going, and then I selfishly get involved in my painting, which is ultimately what I like to do anyway. So it's a little bit of both, a little bit of all for one. I am your fetish, right, Lucas? JK. I like to say I'm nano. I'm nano famous. That meaning that there's no chance for this kind of energy force field that I offer to be anything more than just that, which is fine. See, art, being an artist is generally that case. Name an artist, and I'm doing this as a video artist of some sort, or at least promoting or putting myself out there, and you see my face. But even still, you still don't know what I look like. I can go out in public and no one really knows who I am. And name an artist if you know visual art or any kind of fine art kind of stuff. You basically don't know what they look like. You found me through Eric Andre, yeah. That keeps that contact always shows up. You guys keep seeing me from that. That's cool. But it's not in the mainstream for sure. Art in general. The only person that you could think of that was an artist that you might notice who is a famous artist was Warhol, Andy Warhol. Maybe Picasso, maybe Salvador Dali. I mean, and these people are long gone. Yeah, well, if you know who Ryan Tri-Carton looks like, then great. But the only problem is I don't know who Ryan Tri-Carton is. And I for sure as hell don't know what he looks like. Look, there is not one famous artist that's alive today, visual fine art, in the fine art realm. Not to say that I'm in that realm. I'm not necessarily in that realm. I probably am not. Or I straddle the line on that. But you don't know what any of these people look like. You don't know what they look like. You could be great and successful, and that's kind of the beauty, though. That's the beauty of being sort of a kind of a visual fine artist type, even a performance artist. How about that lady, Marina Manaber, whatever? I can't even say her name. Okay, I kind of know what she looks like, I guess. But the general public still doesn't know what she looks like. The general public has no idea who that lady is. Though the general public did probably know who Picasso was. The general public did know who Warhol was. And the general public did know who was Salvador Dali. He had the mustache. Those guys were pop stars. They were pop stars. But generally, name me one person that's an artist. I mean, you know, that has the same kind of popularity as someone like Beyonce or somebody like that. It's just, they're just not, it's not there. And as such, there is no real interest in in terms of television TV value. There's not really any real good interest in that. Bob Ross, okay, maybe there could be. He would probably be the one that we'd have to say that Bob Ross is the one that I would say is up there with Salvador Dali, Picasso, his bald head, Spanish-looking dude, bald, short, sunburned, bald head, and Warhol, and Bob Ross with his afro. I mean, those are the artists that we know. Viggo Mortensen. Yeah, Georgia O'Keeffe. But I don't know what her looks like. No. You know who I do know who looks like, what she looks like? Not Georgia O'Keeffe, but the Mexican artist, what's her name? Diego Rivera's wife, one-time wife, with the unibrow. The unibrow. She is a memorable. You can't miss someone like that. We talked about her the other day. Frida Kahlo. There you go. She fits the bill in terms of being famous, in terms of the public. But in terms of anyway, but that's besides the point. I don't even know why I'm hanging out. The show should be done a long time ago. I don't even know why I'm here. I guess I'm hanging out. Getting back to the painting, I like this energy here, and actually I want to do more with that. And then I'm not so sure about this and whatever, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the feeling it. And also, actually, I got a couple of more canvases the same size, and I got a couple of more sketches I want to try to bring about in the same way, like a series. Getting back to the painting and getting off the illusions of grandeur. Yeah, someone should call, right, Lucas? Someone should call. I should get another beer if I'm going to hang out. Yeah, Jim Carrey. Yeah, Jim Carrey. I saw that. He has his own little. He does art. Jim Carrey. Don't get me started talking about actors, comedians who do art. But I have a whole. Got a whole lot to say. No, actually, I don't have anything. I just realized I had nothing to say about that. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, actually, what I was gonna, you think I'd be bagging on them for that, and in reality, I'm not, because actors and comedians and all that, you're in the same force field of creativity. You're using you're tapping into that. So it makes sense that you would then transfer that into some paintings and stuff like that. Now, it's transferring it, but it's and also you're capitalizing it in some cases too, with that because people probably would want, say, a painting that you did because you're famous from another mother. No, famous from another genre or something. And yet, Jack Palance, the actor, he's long and gone, but he has paintings show up like on eBay, and they auction them off, and they go for thousands of dollars, and they're just they're halfway decent little landscape paintings. But they're not bad. They're not bad, and so there you go. But they probably will never be, seen as the most important thing that they have done or doing. Sylvester Stallone's done paintings. He does paintings, supposedly. They're like abstract-y looking, messy looking things. And he'll sell the paintings for like $70,000, like incredible numbers. And he's selling them because of his name, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. She does art. And she's not very good at it, and yet. And she really is not. I mean, actually, the Stallone paintings actually look somewhat. They have some kind of. For some reason, I kind of like them. At least the one or two I saw. But the Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman stuff that's some questionable stuff. And I'm not really so sure those are any good. Joni Mitchell, the singer. She does paintings that I seem to be okay looking, I guess. I don't know. I haven't really seen enough. I have to do some research on these things. We could do a whole research on celebrity paintings gone awry, ? Because some of them could be good. Like I said, I think that some cases they could be. Martin Mull, right? Bongo, yeah. Not buying it, but he did go to art school. Martin Mull did go to art school. I think he went to RISD, Rhode Island School of Design or something. Do you like what? Van what? I'm not familiar with that name. Van Soundboy Eric. Van Violet's paintings. You know what? I probably don't. I probably don't like his paintings. I'm just going to say that. Only reason why I say that is because I don't like a lot of stuff anyway. I barely like my own paintings. So I could safely say I probably don't like this person's work. What is it? Are they like goblins? What's the imagery? Like goblins or little monsters, sexy women with big titties? What does he do? I'm giving him a hard time. I have no idea what the work looks like. Is it uptight, like really illustrative stuff? I'm not going to like that. For the most part, I don't like that stuff. It's not my cup of tea. But you got to remember, your cup of tea is someone else's. It is someone. That's why people like it. My job is not about getting you to subscribe to my channel. By the way, do that. But subscribe to my thinking. It's and then only to like what I personally like. You just don't do that. Anyway. My time is just kind of running down here. But I'm having a good time hanging out with the handful of you guys here. Oh, more comments. I missed the comments. Let's get some more comments here. All right, so Seth likes Joni Mitchell. You know, getting back to like art and famous artworks and famous artists and stuff like that, you know, I was fortunate to go to New York last month, and I went to the Met and I went to the Museum of Modern Art, and I looked at a ton of paintings, predominantly paintings. There's not much sculpture, you know, at least I didn't see it or I didn't look for it. And so, but what I came out of with a lot of the painting is, and I've mentioned this before, but I'll just say it again. A lot of the painting that you see that is there, a lot of the famous paintings are very, very much so free-flowing in their application of paint, in their execution. There's very few paintings that are this detail-oriented bullshit that, for me, that's what I say, but it's what most people, when they get involved in art, end up trying to do. I said it. There, I said it. Now, condemn me to hell for saying that, but that's my point, and I'm sticking to it. A lot of the most of the paintings are very loose, but there's some accuracy at the same time, obviously. But they're executed in a fresh, painterly approach. They're not overworked. They're not killed. They're not abused. Well, Velázquez is not one of my favorite painters, that's for sure. I'm more of a Goya guy. I like Goya. Goya is one of my favorite painters. You know, we don't have any guests lined up, Taylor. You know, I don't got nothing going on. This show has become just little old me yelling to the world. And every once in a while I get my ass out there. I got nothing lined up, and maybe I never will. But we just had a wonderful time there in New York, New Jersey, so maybe something will come of it. You like Paul Klee, says Mark? What's my opinion on street art? I don't know. It's I think there's some fun in it. There could be some fun in it, but again, I'm not an expert at it. I think a lot of people do it for various reasons. There's a cool factor. It's pretty popular at times. So there's a clique. There's a social context to it. But any great art that's actually coming out of it, I'm not so sure there is, but there can be. You know, Banksy is the most famous one, right? And a lot of that stuff, I don't like talking about Banksy. I never really liked the stencil stuff that they do, and I don't really care for the imagery. I like the idea. I like the political commentary aspect of it, but I never liked the stencil, the use of stencils, and then particularly the imagery in terms of Banksy's, predominantly Banksy's works, tends to be of Shakey's Pizza wallpaper of like 18th century Laurel and Hardy imagery. It's just kind of old. It seems too old. I don't like it. It's got kind of a little bit of also, which I never liked either, the Monty Python, where you clip art, where they cut stuff and then they manipulate it and they move it around. It has that feel to it. I just never got into that. I never liked that. It's just not my deal. But saying that, there's some neat stuff that he has done, like that whole Disney thing that he did. That's pretty that was crazy, right? That was crazy, and that's some awesome stuff. And then he did some like I saw a picture. It was so cool. It was of a moving truck, and it was a moving truck that was driving around New York City, and he opened up the moving truck, and it's like some kind of like weird other world experience. But that just shows you that we're entitled to make some duds, at least in the eyes of others. And you shouldn't feel like you have to like everything that anyone does either. So there you have it. There's my thoughts on life, I guess. All right, I'm gonna sign off before I start commiserating. Who am I voting for? Good question. Who do you think I'm gonna vote for? Who would you think I would vote for? All right, I'm going to make the move here. So if you want to support, we'll see you next week, Lucas. If you want to see the show next week, you can. We'll be on here again next week, Friday night, where I for sure will be running and painting, and maybe I'll paint. I should be painting. Maybe I'll cook for our friends out there in New Jersey are you still there on the jacuzzi? Any lightning bugs flying around? I miss that. I miss the lightning bugs. Do we still get those? I miss seeing that. I remember seeing that as a kid. Going to the East Coast in the summertime. All right. We're going to sign off. Thanks again, everybody. You've been watching Let's Paint TV Friday night special. And I am your host, Mr. Let's Paint. You want to support the program, you can by going to patreon.com/Let's Paint TV. And for as little as $1 a month, that's right, $1 a month, we'll put your name in the credits. Just like that. And we'll see you next Friday night, but also we'll see you during the week, Monday through Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, where more times than not I am waking up and drinking coffee and not sure what I'm going to do with my day. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.